Hi friends, strangers, internet. My name is EmilyHanhan. I love colorful makeup and colorful language, and I have not filmed in a while, so I am rusty. But it is time again for the shit show that so many of you love, and so do I, called New Makeup Nonsense Bingo. Bwah, bwah, bwah. New Makeup Nonsense Bingo, if you have not been here before or just need a reminder, is one part new makeup release video, one part a bingo game, and one part drinking game. Although that is not a necessity for playing along if you feel so inspired, because if you are a creator, this is an open invitation. Cards and hashtags and the community playlist are linked in the description box. After a little break, Teresa, Audra, and I are back. We're giving ourselves a break every month or so. We do the New Makeup Nonsense Bingo and the New Makeup Hangover every other week, or every week. It alternates and all that stuff. And if you don't know Teresa or Audra, they are my friends and partners in crime. I started the bingo game with Teresa. Teresa is dead. And then along came our mutual friend Audra and was like, that looks fucking fun. I want in. And we said, of course. As we said, it's an open invitation. And if you found me because of Teresa or Audra, please say hi in the comments. And if you have not yet seen Teresa or Audra's video, once you're done here, you should go over there and send them some sea faces and rainbows and all the gay shit that I enjoy. By the way, if you like colorful makeup, if you like bitches with lots of opinions, or you just like cute fat babes, you should go and subscribe. And what I'm going to do now is we're just going to jump into the possible products that I might talk about today. And keep your eyes peeled, because anything I don't get to today in the random amalgamation of things I'm going to talk about, you can leave me a comment and request it in the hangover. You can also tag me in new releases that we didn't get to cover in this video. Tag me on Instagram and I can add them also to the hangover. Okay, enough stuff. Here are the new releases, and then we're gonna jump right into it. And also, cheers. My beverage for today is a whiskey vanilla Coke situation. Just using up some odds and ends that are in the house. Yeah, let me know what you're drinking if you're drinking along with me. So for the first release, we're starting on a sweet note because y'all know I'm often bitter and spicy. But Lisa Eldridge, which is a brand that I enjoy both in I own the products, I own products from the brand, and also I enjoy the energy behind the brand. Anyway, Lisa Eldridge has released 11 new shades. One shade is back. No, 10 new shades, 2 shades are back. So there's a mix of some matte shades, some lucent shades, which are her creamier, glossier satin formula, and then a new formula that she's calling, I think, super saturated, which includes Rainbow Spill, and I believe it also includes Skyscraper Rose, which were two colors that were out previously. So I picked up the pink trio she did previously that had Skyscraper Rose and Rainbow Spill, along with a Lucent pink shade, Love of My Life. And they are lovely formulas. I have so far preferred the mattes over the Lucent shade, which is kind of rare for me. I love a glossy lip, although you would not be able to tell at this point in time with my black velvet lips. But these are really pretty. I have to say, I am curious to hear more about the Lucent colors that are more of the neutrally tones. I think it's je ne sais quoi that I'm like, oh, that could be a very me shade. They're just pretty. Look, they're just pretty. Is Lisa's matte formula going to like change your life? Probably not. It's a lipstick. But I am very appreciative of the colors that I purchased and enjoy them a lot. So I understand. Now, I'm just going to mark this as I have already bought it, because technically I have already bought two of the shades. But let me know if you're interested in this release, if you have your eye on anything, or if you've already picked something up, because I get the Lisa appreciation. I get luxury lipsticks, and I definitely have this desire to expand upon my collection. So it seems like e.l.f. is trying to come for me. I am going to emphasize trying. They have a new collection that includes the Ready to Play eyeshadow palette, bonus points lip gloss mask, an I Win eyeliner pot, extra life kit, Gotta Nail Them All kit, Res Me face mask, Eye Awaken cream, and Shield Me setting mist. It's the Game Up collection. I was like, it's not called Gamers Rise Up, although that caption is cringe. Look, if you missed the hangover from 2 weeks ago, I flipped the fuck out over the Lethal Cosmetics 1-Up collection. I did buy the palette. I will show it off whenever it deems its desire to arrive at my doorstep in Mexico. AKA, it'll be a while. But this just doesn't... Like, okay, cute eyeliner pots, yellow, blue, pink, black. I could see those being promising, maybe. The palette, like, it's actually giving me kind of like sugar pill fun size vibes. It's like, in a lot of ways, I should be excited about this collection, but I'm just not. Maybe it's just because I already just bought something that really, really satisfied my like gamer and makeup love combined. Like, it's already satisfied that, even without receiving it in my hands. And so this feels like try hard or something. I don't, it just doesn't.
I know you can be overwhelmed and you can be underwhelmed, but can you ever just be whelmed? I think you can in Europe.
Yeah. Let me know if anybody was excited about the Lethal release. Are you excited about the e.l.f. release? Is it just like my bias against e.l.f.? Is it... it just feels meh. I can't even whole ass give that elf release the nostalgia space on the card. But I'm doing it, I guess. So, speaking of a release that made me feel very meh. So, in The Hangover, I did talk about the Michaela and Glamlight Round 2, a Pot 2 collection. And I think at that time we'd only had the image of the big palette. And now we have the, like, there's other stuff. And there's this little 10-pan palette. It's available now. The 10-color palette is $18. The 30-pan palette is $42. So I think that seems fair. But, like, I am so underwhelmed or very whelmed by Glamlight that even a little 10-pan green palette didn't do it for me. But I think it's because it's a green and brown palette, but it's like not even that tonally exciting to me. It just feels like even for a 10-pan palette, they picked repetitive colors to me in particular. Yeah, I thought, like, seeing the little 10-pan, I might be like, oh, fuck me up, I'll pick that one up. But, you know, I didn't even pick up the Dirty Martini palette, so I'm not surprised that I feel this way about the 10-pan. And I'm looking at the swatches, and they are pretty, but it just, I think I'm kind of immune to the brand. That's weird. But it's a very me thing to do. If I just shut off my feelings about a brand, then I won't be tempted to spend my money. No, we're not going to talk about me shutting off my feelings. And I'm giving it to the brand that won't die. I mean, I don't necessarily want Glamlight to go. Actually, I don't care. So, yeah, I don't. Let's move on. Excuse me. Wayne Goss? Is that you? You know what? That was rude of me. That was rude. Because I just called the Kevin Aquan brand Wayne Goss. But they have these new contour eyeshadow palettes. It looks like there are 4 of them, and they each have 6 pans. 4 different palettes. Each one includes 6 pigmented, buildable, and blendable shades that can be swapped between other palettes. Can be applied wet or dry. The packaging is ultra slim, stackable, travel friendly, and made from partial PCR. I don't know. Available July 8th. You know what? Kevin Aquan, I'm sorry. First of all, in terms of makeup artistry, Goss couldn't even compare. What artistry? But also, you did like a single pan swappable magnetic palette, whatever you did. That I do appreciate because if you're like an artist or something, you could pick up 2 and build 2. I don't know. I'm that's one of those features of makeup that always draw me in. But this is one of those brands, I think, because it is tied to such a phenomenally talented, like, iconic makeup artist, that I always want more from them because I feel like they could do it. So I'm not really interested. It doesn't excite me. It's more Anne palettes. And does anybody else feel that way about that brand? I just, like, you're Kevin Aquan. Look, I'm going to put some photos of Kevin Aquan's work on the screen while I talk because I know editing me is going to hate me for saying that, but come on. What the fuck is this? Hold, please. Hold, please. Louboutin Beauty is releasing face powders. Available August 17th in Japan. In 2 motherfucking shades. Yes, that is why I was sitting here being like, what the fuck is this? And not 2 diverse shades, not that that's a fucking solution. No, 2 shades that I could use. I could use both of them. I don't care if it's a like Asian exclusive release. It's still fucking bullshit. Just more booze is the only answer. Okay, in the food themed makeup releases that fucking get me, Perfusion has a new boba tea collection. This includes 4 6-pan palettes. Each one is $7. There's also lip tints in little tea bottles. There is some eye shimmer things in the double-ended tubes. And it also looks like there's adorable sponges, and there are some split pan, or maybe not split pan, but there are water-activated eyeliners. Perfusion has been on this water-activated eyeliner for drugstore like thing with the Jurassic World collection and this one, and I am into it. I feel like, you know, whatever you feel about the trends, I am into more accessible ways to play with that. And I just think this is cute. Like, I could see myself getting the little, maybe even the purple one more than the green. I think that they're cute. I think that the sponges are cute. I think that I just like, do I want it all? No. Do I feel like this as a cute little food themed summer release in a drugstore brand? Like, am I kind of into it? Yes. There is a place in my head that Perfusion is filling, and that's Wet n Wild. And that's from my own personal experience about being really excited by Wet n Wild, getting cool shit like sparkly liquid shadows or weird duochrome highlighters. Like, I had my moment with Wet n Wild, and I feel like if I was younger and had more access to like Walmarts in the US, that Perfusion would be that brand for me. Like, I don't know. They're kind of like creating this soft spot in my heart, even though I haven't actually used their products. But I'm a boba tea fan, and I'm a moderator for a Twitch creator who also loves boba, and like, I don't know, it's a little sentimental thing. Like, I don't have plans to buy anything, but I'm not mad at it. And you know, I have ranted about food theme releases a lot, but I think it's the drugstore price point. Food theme releases at non-drugstore price points, I don't like a lot of times. But like, for a $7 little 6-pan palette, I don't think it's harmful. Let me know what you think, because like, it's odd. As somebody that like has seen Perfusion makeup in stores, you know, quite a bit. I think for me, I saw them a lot in Target. I wasn't really excited by it, whatever. Weirdly, like, they've come around, and I'm a fan from afar. Hey. Old hats in the beauty space. I don't care if you're a creator or not. Just like, Beauty lovers, you already have this Juvia's Place palette. It was called the Magic Palette, and you decluttered it a long time ago. Tell me this is not... This is the Magic Palette revamped, and I loved that palette for a long time. But guess what? My makeup, personally, has evolved past Juvia's Place, and I also am not personally a fan of shit that they've done in the last more than I can't even just say year, just like in general. So this new garden collection, the Garden of Juvia's Place palette, the glosses, the colorful eyeliners, I see you and I rebuke thee. And I just wanted to remind a lot of us old school beauty lovers that you probably had this palette and you probably decluttered it or threw it away. And yes, it looks pretty. And yes, this is the kind of palette that has my name written all over it. But I am good, and buy what you want. But I'm just reminding you that you probably already had this palette, and that's okay. Dupe your fucking collection, but I'm gonna not. Y'all, this is nostalgia. There's a new NYX collection with the Fate the Winx Saga Netflix show, which I don't fucking know a damn thing about. There is a magic palette, fairy glosses, and a power highlighting duo. This is old NYX nostalgia. Like, tell me these are not the duochromatic highlighters repackaged. Or like, everything about this gives me both Wheezy Bat series. If you happen to know that series, kindred people. But also, like, old NYX vibes. I don't particularly think that this photo does this collection any favors, personally. I don't think it's detailed enough to really do that. But, like, it's giving me old NYX, and I'm like, there is a part of me that's like, yes! And then there's a part of me that's like, no, this is going to be overpriced and not that great, and all of that. But also, fairies. Look at me, fairies. Yeah, I'm not gonna buy this. I'm not. But the nostalgia is intense. But I'm also gonna be kind of shady and say that NYX feels like a copycat of NYX. Oh, I can't not talk about, I mean, I could not, but I am getting drunk, so I'm going to talk about it. Pat McGrath, the Mothership 10, Moonlit Seduction. Now, it's Mothership 10. That feels like a big number, an important number. It's also called Moonlit Seduction. That sounds like it could be pretty. And then we see the photos. Now, I'm not denying that it has pretty features, but I am going to say more pink, more gold. When you had a name like Moonlit Seduction, like I was never a like big Pat fan, so I don't have a connection of expectation and all that. But it's more of like kind of similar to what I said about Kevin Aquan earlier. you're Pat fucking McGrath. And these palettes are fucking boring. I think if this had come out before Divine Rose 1 as like a grungy but approachable neutral palette, I would be like, okay. But not today.
Not today, Satan. Not today.
Not today. Not on July 9th, 2022. I think if even one of the mattes had been like a deep navy and one of the golds had been something more in the blue family, so that you might have that touch of pink, the touch of gold, but like, you name it, moonlit seduction, and then you do this? Come on, Pat. I just, it's just definitely a feeling of like, you have all of these resources and all of this creative brilliance, I think. Maybe? Because you make me question it, and I'm sure the Pat stands are gonna attack me. And I just want a little more. Or I want you to be more daring and interesting with your quads and your six pans. I said this in one of the Discords that I'm in, which I know I reference a lot, but I just want to say, like, if like you had released a six pan in that whole Bridgerton bullshit era that was like really blues, and then that could be paired with this, oh, yes, but you don't do that. So I just don't really care about your brand. But like, I want to be excited about it, but I'm not. It's fine. But it also feels a little bit like, give us nothing. Again. Come on. Change my feelings. I dare you. Okay, let's talk about these lipsticks. So there's a limited edition Luxe Lipstick Vault that is Disney and the Colourpop princesses. It includes best-selling fan favorite lipsticks and 5 new princess shades. It is $70 or $69, or you can, I guess, get each lipstick for $10. I was just talking about a tentative excitement about Luxe lipsticks being back. I think I'm good though. I look, old Colourpop Luxe lipsticks were in really lovely metal packaging. This plastic packaging for $10 each, with a lot of basic neutral shades. Anybody that's excited about this, enjoy it. I am just going to say, it's Disney, bitch.
It's Britney, bitch.
Sorry, I could not give us a Britney Spears moment on this bingo card. Anyway, it's fine. It's Disney. Colourpop just manages to, like, just totally smash excitement that I have for their releases. So it's better for my wallet that way anyway. Oh. Okay. So in the folder of photos that we have the cover for Blend Bunny's newest palette, which is called Primal, but they just revealed a lime green row. So the first promo for this palette was yellow, was like a true yellow, which I do think that the blends lacks. Yes, I am trying to pull this out while I'm talking to you, which means a whole bunch of background noise. Like we have like a goldeny yellow, and then we have like a neon, but like So this new palette seems like it's a gap filler among the Blend and Surge palette of fan requests, including a really big pan of white and of black. Now, those don't particularly draw me in, but the yellow and now this reveal of the green row, the Primal palette is going to be fucking mine. I need to see if Blend Bunny ships to Mexico, and if they don't ship to Mexico, then I will figure out a way to get it whenever I do return to the United States, because I fucking love this matte formula. I do. And I am a single eyeshadow whore, but I have like finding this formula and knowing I have Lethal and Dandelion and blends, it has helped me let go of other mattes that either as singles or in palettes that I just don't love as much. And so this Primal palette, I am just like, put it on my fucking face. Please. I want it. So yeah, I really, really enjoy their matte formula. And I haven't even been in a matte mood a lot lately, but I think that this palette is going to like fill any gaps that I have personally been wanting in the blends formula. And so I will definitely be buying this. And yeah, greens and yellow in this formula. Cause yeah, also the limey tones, like these greens are fabulous, but like having something that's in between green and yellow, very excited, very excited. Look, I know how warm and sweaty I am in this moment, which means I also have a sense of how possibly intoxicated I am. So we're gonna talk about the Danessa Myricks palette to wrap this all up. Now, I'm pretty sure I already talked about this, but I don't care. So the Danessa Myricks Lightwork 3 Experience palette has been properly revealed. It's an 8-pan palette, but by popular demand, the best-selling multi-chrome palette is back in a limited edition format featuring the top 8 fan favorite shades, and it's $85. You have 5 multi-chrome pigments, 1 duochrome gel, 1 powder cream, and 1 holographic powder. It's going to be available July 22nd. Here's what I'm going to say. So I have this palette. I got it months after it came out, and I personally have been incredibly enjoying it. But I think if you have multi-chromes already, then this palette, the revamped one, might not be for you. So here's the thing that I think about a lot is that I actually hope that Danessa would release these 4 as highlighters, as a separate palette, like the gift with purchase she did, because these are fucking fantastic. But she included Strawberry Moon in the 8-pan, and Strawberry Moon is so fucking pretty. I definitely have it all in this look from today. I have so many iridescents on my body. I also have it on my shoulders. I am really happy to have this palette. I've heard mixed thoughts from other people, but I think that by removing the pressed glitter, removing the black, removing the orange cream, which I find to be more tricky to work with, and then removing the other duochromes, I think it's actually a really beautiful little like multi-chrome palette. It's a great pairing palette. And I think that Strawberry Moon, especially if you're not an iridescent highlighter person, Strawberry Moon is a really lovely choice. It's like a very high impact formula for the eye area. So it's not just for the face. Anyway, like I've been talking about other makeup artists in this bingo, Danessa Myricks as a makeup artist is somebody that incredibly inspires me, just like all the time. So I know that that affects my feelings on this, but I'm not mad at this reinvented release. I don't know. I'm just excited to see Danessa continue to push into the eyeshadow world and the face powder world. And so, you know, if you already have multichrome formulas that you love that are like purple to teal or more pastel, purple to blue or green to bronzy or all of that, then like you don't, you know, you probably aren't going to get a whole bunch of use from the new palette. But I have found, even as somebody that tends to have some of these shades in some level of duplicate, that I still keep reaching for this palette. So it's kind of like how I started the video, talking about Lisa lipsticks. They're not going to change your life. Don't like stress yourself beyond your means to get it. But I'm very happy I have this personally. And I think that the revamped version is much more approachable because I think just by not having the glitter and the orange cream alone, it's a much more usable palette for a non-makeup artist. So I'm going to give out all the multi-chromes. If you like, actually, I'm going to ask this. Would you like some kind of video or live stream about this palette before the 8-pan comes out? Kind of like talking through things. You can ask questions, all of that. Leave me a comment. Let me know because I would definitely consider it. Yeah, just let me know. And on that note, okay, sneeze has passed. It has been expelled. But on that note, I have hit bingo, and I'm gonna call this done. I feel like I've been very disconnected from the makeup world. This is actually the first time I put on makeup since filming The Hangover. So, yeah. So that is a thing, but I'm happy to be back and I'm trying to like find my way, get through the funk. So definitely, you know, leave me any thoughts you have in the comments below. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, definitely let me know about anything I didn't talk about today that you would like to hear my thoughts on, or tag me on Instagram for any new releases that have come out between filming this and The Hangover. And thank you to my friends Audra and Teresa for doing this fun hot mess with me every week, every other week, whatever. You know what I'm saying. Thank you all. If you haven't watched Teresa or Audra's videos, they're linked in the description box. Definitely go do that. And most importantly, take care of yourself better today than you did yesterday. Because you motherfucking bitch watching this are worth it. And I say bitch with love. I'm gonna go because I have said too much already. Bye, friends.